So I posted a video some days ago about how I've been, coming to terms with the passing of my dad. And at the end of the video, I said something. I said, we should forgive our parents. We should forgive our parents. I believe I said it 3 times. Well, in the comment section, especially on Instagram, there were a lot of people that said, well, my parents have done so much, so terrible things to me. Some said my dad, some said my mom. But in my DMs, I got very gut-wrenching messages like that. And I understand. I feel you guys. I really understand. But I wasn't really implying that you must forgive your parents. But I was just highlighting the peace I felt. After I decided that I was going to, whatever it is that happened between me and my mom or whatever, I've forgiven, and I started to feel peace. Before now, I think a few months ago, there was an event that I was a speaker and I was asked to talk about, I think, women, something like that. And let me tell you, I was so triggered, I started to cry on the stage. It was an embarrassing moment. I hope it never happens to me. And a woman there told me that you need to be talking about these things so that you can feel. So it made sense, because as soon as I forgave, it was like there was a light weight lifted off my chest, trauma broken, because my mom also had that same kind of relationship with her mom, and I also have a daughter, so it was a trauma, or I don't know if I should call it a curse or something, a very bad pattern that I broke. And I'm proud of myself about it. And like I said, when something happens to me, I try to come and, I wouldn't say preach, but talk about it with the hope that someone, helps someone. So for people that say, oh, my parents abused me, they did, I am not saying, and forgiveness does not mean you have to continue to be cordial with them. It's just so that you can feel light. I don't know if I'm making sense. So that you can feel at peace from your own part, And there's one thing that happened after the whole forgiveness thing between me and her happened. I started to ask questions. Okay, tell me about this. Tell me about that. And Lord have mercy, they've been explosive. There are things that she told me that she went through at tender ages, from age 10 to 12 to 13. I don't think I would have been able to, pass through that. So even if you're thinking about forgiving or you're not sure, ask them questions. Tell me, why did you do this? What happened? Ask questions. Those people need healing too, but you just don't like talking about their problems.